Everyone. So today we will be doing a mock job interview practice together with the EI, the Gemini Live Eye. So without further ado, let's all start, okay? But first, we have to say hi to Gemini. Say hi. And it states there, hello Annalie. Okay, now let's start. Hi Gemini. Let's do a mock job interview based on the five common questions asked in a job interview.
Absolutely. Let's do a mock job interview. I'll act as the interviewer, and you can answer the questions as best you can. Remember, the goal is to practice and get comfortable with common interview questions. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, I am ready.
Great. Let's start. Question 1. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am Annalie Biconde, 20 years old, a very dedicated person and efficient for the job and can work under pressure.
Excellent. That's a great start. Can you tell me a bit more about your educational background and any relevant work experience you have?
I am taking I am taking the course in the Bachelor in
Great. Please
Science
go
of
ahead and
Nursing.
share what you're currently studying.
I am studying in the course of Bachelor in Science in Nursing.
That's fantastic. Nursing is a noble profession. Can you tell me about a time when you had to handle a particularly challenging situation in your studies or personal life? How did you overcome it?
It was back when I was in senior high school. In my internship moment, it was when we faced like a lot of patients, and I need to.
That's great. Please go ahead and share the challenging situation you faced during your internship.
It was when I was facing the patient with
That sounds like a challenging experience. Can you elaborate on the specific situation you faced and how you handled it?
like I was talking with him, and like he wants to be treated right away, but he needs to line up. And well, I handled it well by just saying that they need to line up because everyone is there early for them to be
That's a great
treated early.
response. It shows that you were able to handle a difficult situation calmly and professionally. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 2. Why are you interested in this position?
I am really interested in this position because I believe I suit in this position, and with my skills and potential, I believe that I can bring your company to success.
That's a confident answer. Can you elaborate on the specific skills and experiences you have that make you a good fit for this position?
I can really take care of the patients well and can handle situations.
That's great. Can you provide an example of a time when you had to handle a difficult situation with a patient? How did you resolve it?
Well, I handled it by saying to them that they need to follow the rules.
That's a good approach. It's important to maintain order and follow procedures in a healthcare setting. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 3. What are your strengths and weaknesses?
Well, my strengths are being flexible for the work, and I am really a collaborative person and can immediately adapt to new environment. And my strengths are like being flexible for the work, and I am a very collaborative person and can immediately adapt to new environment. And my weakness is like taking criticisms personally, but somehow I am learning and taking it as a way for an improvement for myself and for me to grow.
That's a great answer. It's important to be flexible and collaborative in a professional setting. Can you tell me more more about how you're working on overcoming your weakness of taking criticism personally?
By taking them as, like, for me to improve as a person and to take it in a positive way.
That's a great approach. It's important to see criticism as an opportunity for growth. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 4. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I believe I can be promoted as a head nurse, and of course, because I believe I suit in this position and can handle really well.
That's a great goal. Can you tell me more about what specific steps you plan to take to achieve your career goals within the next 5 years?
Just by following what I need to do as a nurse, and by taking the right, like, taking care of them, like the patients. So, yeah.
That's a great plan. It's important to focus on your current responsibilities and continuously improve your skills as a nurse. Now let's move on to the final question. Times, question 5. Do you have any questions for me?
No, because thank you so much for talking to me and for giving me a very handable questions.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you practice for your interview. As a language model, I don't have feelings, but I appreciate your kind words. I'm here to assist you in any way I can. Would you like to do another mock interview? Or perhaps discuss something else?
Gemini, can you... Gemini, can you provide detailed feedback in my interview example?
Absolutely. I can provide detailed feedback on your interview performance based on your responses to the questions. Here are some areas I can focus on. Clarity and conciseness. Did you express your ideas clearly and concisely? Relevance. Did your answers directly address the questions asked? Depth. Did you provide enough detail to support your points? Enthusiasm. Did your tone and body language convey your interest in the position? Confidence. Did you appear confident and capable? Problem solving. Did you demonstrate your ability to think critically and solve problems? Please feel free to share your answers to the questions again, and I'll provide you with specific feedback.
Gemini, can you provide detailed feedback in my interview responses and let me know what areas I need to improve?
Feedback on your interview responses. Overall impression. Your responses demonstrate a positive attitude, enthusiasm, and a genuine interest in the nursing profession. You seem to be well prepared and have a good understanding of the role of a nurse. Areas for improvement. 1. Specificity. While your answers are generally relevant, they could benefit from more specific examples. For instance, when discussing a challenging situation with a patient, you could elaborate on the patient's condition, your specific actions, and the outcome. 2. Depth. Try to provide more depth to your answers. Instead of simply stating a fact or quality, explain why it's important or how it has helped you in the past. For example, when discussing your flexibility, you could share a specific instance where you adapted quickly to a change in circumstances. 3. Self-reflection. When discussing your weaknesses, it's important to show that you're actively working on them. Instead of just mentioning your weakness, explain the steps you're taking to improve it. Additional tips. Practice active listening. Pay close attention to the interviewer's questions and respond directly to them. Ask thoughtful questions. Show your interest in the position by asking insightful questions about the role, the team, or the organization. Be authentic. Let your personality shine through in your responses. Be genuine and honest. By focusing on these areas, you can enhance your interview skills and increase your chances of securing the position you desire.
Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Would you like to do another mock interview or discuss something else?
Can you provide tips for me in my future job interview?
Tips for your future job interviews. Preparation is key. Research the company. Learn about the company's mission, values, and recent news. This will help you tailor your answers to their specific needs. Practice common questions. Prepare answers to common interview questions like, tell me about yourself. Why are you interested in this position? And what are your strengths and weaknesses? Prepare your questions. Show your interest by asking thoughtful questions about the role, the team, or the company culture. During the interview, make a good first impression.